Hello, guys, and a beautiful warm welcome again to Football Yarn Podcast. And this is episode 27. And as usual, I've got loads of talking points. I am Tobiloba, and Ayomekpo is here, Lekon is here, and we're all ready together to drive, to rule, and yarn it the proper Niger style, and at times in English. And at times, anyway, the spirit just gives the inspiration. Guys, welcome on board. It's Football Yarn, episode 27. Lekon, how are you doing this moment?
Brother, I did. I don't feel shout.
That's what they talk.
Don't come again.
All right now. Ayo, what's up? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing really well. How will I put it now? It's kind of dull these days because the league football is on break till next month. So, but I'm doing feeling well because we just a few weeks ago we just experienced one of the best. Should I say one of the best or one of the poorest finals? I don't know which category I should place it. The FIFA Club World Cup final between Chelsea and PSG. I feel like that was one of the worst finals ever. But anyways, it's good to be back here. It's good to do this again. And guys, let's roll.
All right, talking about final, we have a match that is not the final, but it's the semi-final. We're talking about the WAFCON. Lekon is the semi-final. Nigerian versus South Africa. Another rivalry reignited. Super Falcons versus Banyana Banyana. A WAFCON classic. Is Nigeria still the queen of African football, or is South Africa quietly taking the crown this time around?
Yeah, you can't. Even though in recent times it has been difficult for us to dominate, right? But going by history, going by pedigree, going by experience, and going by quality of each team, we can get past Banyana Banyana. We can. We have what it takes to get past them. We have the players. What I'm just concerned about is just the focus. How focused are our guys? Because when you look at the second game that we played, it was a bit bad, right? It was a bit bad. The performance wasn't good enough, but we won. But the performance was nothing to write home about. But we can get past these guys. We just need to have the right mentality and be focused. Because we win this game, we're in the final. Why not just throw everything at it, even the kitchen sink, and let us, find our way to the final.
All right. So, we've seen so many brag online from South Africa, just like the Zambians, but we know what we did to them. We defeated them 5-0, 5 goals to nothing. But one thing is that football isn't played online, but on field. And what's your take? It's South Africa versus Nigeria. The Banyana rivalry has already started on X. And how do you see this pouring out? Or how do you see it going to be when the teams go face to face on the pitch?
This is different. And personally, I don't like when you are saying everything online or saying everything in the press conference. I like pitch, but this has been an ongoing rivalry for a long period of time, So, but still, we in Nigeria, we still have the upper hand. We have dominated the African women football club. We've dominated. We have 11 titles now. So, but this rivalry has been, we fight over everything. Over music, over culture, over even in politics at times.
Beyond football.
It's beyond football. So. It will really be a showdown, But 2020, 2022, they beat Nigeria. So they beat Nigeria. I think they beat in a group stage. So now, yeah, I just it looks like a personal revenge for Nigeria in a way, but we'll see.
All right. I don't know. In the past 7 years, Nigeria had 3 major football outbreaks. And I don't know how much of heartbreak this is going to be for us if we lose to Banyana in this semi-final. And we've had an outbreak, talking about Nigeria versus Argentina World Cup 2018. We had Nigeria versus Algeria AFCON semi-final. we have Nigeria versus Cote d'Ivoire AFCON final.
That was 2024.
Yeah, not just quite long.
Yeah,
so in terms of rating of your heartbreak, and if you lose out of this, how much more of heartbreak would this be for us?
Falcons.
Yes, how are we going to rank this in terms of heartbreak we've experienced from our national team? Talking about, Nigeria versus Argentina World Cup qualifier 2018, talking about Nigeria versus Algeria or Nigeria versus Cote d'Ivoire.
I think it will be first.
It should be first.
Yeah. This is we're talking about recent.
Something recent. Okay, it's still going to be fresh in the edge.
Yeah, but maybe later on we cannot classify. Okay, let the heartbreak. For now, but we still go with the recent one.
For me, it won't be much of an heartbreak because looking at history, looking at success, looking at the what we've achieved, what the Super Falcons have achieved over the years. We are legs and heads above the other nations in Africa. We've won the competition more, 11. The closest, I think that should be the closest is Equatorial Guinea. They've won it twice. Then South Africa once. There's not so much to prove because we've been there, we've done that. But when I want to rank the heartbreak, I'm going to go with Nigeria versus Algeria. We were so close. It was in the semi-finals. I'm sure people would want to pick what's it called? The final between Cote d'Ivoire because win.
It's too fresh.
You get the medals, you get the gold medals. But the game against Algeria, we were so close. Then out of nowhere, that beautiful free kick for Mahrez just pierced my heart. We were so close. And another one that on par with that semi-final was Nigeria versus South Korea 2010 World Cup. That means from Yakubu. That game would have advanced us to this round of 16. That was just the chance that killed the 2010 dream, the Super Eagles 2010 qualification to the round 16. So I mean, that's my biggest heartbreak.
All right, guys, quickly let's move on from that. If I'm going to have my own rank, I'm still going to go with Nigeria versus Argentina World Cup 2018. I remember where I watched that match, and I remember how much it was so terrifying because I had to stand out through the whole viewing center was filled up, the whole street was filled up, and we were just at the niche of winning this game. And it quite felt like, come on, this was the referee just being biased. We had some penalties, some clear-cut penalty. VAR failed to check our match. I mean, it's really pierced through at the final because I felt really we were gaining momentum if we had knocked out Argentina because we wanted to just to make a statement because we always faced Argentina and it never turned out how it's for AFCON. I don't know, probably because I felt we've won AFCON before, so when even any other country just knocked us out, but because it was Argentina. And we always faced Argentina, and we just slim chance.
We've lost against them.
And to just rewrite history, but it was a different ball game entirely. We hope it won't be another ball game entirely with the Super Falcons. Quickly, guys, let's quickly talk about Ederson future at City. Time to sell or still elite? Ayo.
Still early? Oh, you mean?
Yeah. Is it time to sell? Or just to?
Yeah. It is. I feel like there's not so much to prove us at City anymore. He's won it all. He's won everything possible at City, right? So players like that, what is left? They will be like, okay, what am I still doing here? The ambition disappears. That's the thing. They would want new environment because I'm not sure it's about the wages. City pay him enough, but it's not about money. And, according to reports, is on his way to Gala. So I feel like he wants a new environment. That's what I feel.
Lekon, what's your thoughts on this?
I think losing him will like be like the Gary way we say you need sugar, but you know use sugar for that Gary.
Some people say they put. Why?
I never use sugar.
No,
they put sugar inside my Gary.
Some Gary.
If you drink, confirm.
If the Gary don't sweet,
No, some Gary bitter.
It gets
no
bitter. Gary, we're sorry to our listeners that doesn't understand this. Gary is a local food made from
cereal.
Okay, cereal.
Yeah, local cereal. I get local cereal now. Let me Gary local cereal.
Gary na Gary.
Cornflakes.
Or next people call it cassava flakes.
Cassava flakes.
I beg you, Gary na Gary.
But most people they push sugar for Gary. So carry sugar out of Gary.
So who can be Gary? Who can be sugar inside this matter like this?
Gary. Yes, Sam. This guy. Now this give you sugar now. So carry this guy.
Man City don't say another honey where NDC go come be the sugar.
Don't see. I'll take idea now. They won't buy on James transfer that bit.
James transfer
for but no, this guy, he has proven himself. He has proven himself at Man City. The verses why I love him was his distribution. This ball is the boss distribution.
Wait, see. I don't even understand. So really cutting. Ayo, it's like this. I saw you on X talking about when did we start judging strikers with assists.
Yeah,
I saw your tweet.
Like two strikers were judged, and there was never a mention of goals. I'm like, come on,
wait.
Judging a goalkeeper from the pace of. I love him for his assists. Not from his saves.
Let me. I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
I'm going somewhere. You understand?
All right.
It was the one that when they after they bought him in 2017
from Benfica.
Yeah, from her. It was one of the this thing goalkeeper that initiated that thing in modern football. Playing long passes from the back. You can see them left of Arsenal now copying it now. They are doing it for But
did he start it though?
It is, but it was one of the this thing that no.
I feel like the pioneer of this ball playing, but there was not so much spotlight on it. He started with Fabian Barthez. No, Fabian Barthez. He started with him, but it was not. But playing from the back was never a thing. But it became a thing when Neuer emerged.
Exactly.
He became a proper sweeper goalkeeper. Starting play from him, and he was so good and still very much good with his feet.
So nevertheless, as I was saying, I love him.
No, I get your point though. I get your point. I get your point, right? Because when the City revolution wanted to start, it started with Ederson. City, but I never once did I think that Pep considered what's his name, Ederson. Well, the pop playing thing was not the first consideration when he bought him. You know why? You know why? Before Ederson, he had a certain Claudio Bravo that was so good with his feet too, but wasn't saving enough goals. Was conceding goals left, right, and center. But he sold him. He didn't sell him first. He benched him.
Who even replaced Duarte?
Claudio Bravo.
Exactly. Let's trace it from that.
Yeah, he could so much well use his feet. He was so good because he was just coming from Barca, so he was so good with his feet. But then he was conceding goals. Pep had to bench him and then went on to get Ederson. So are you telling me he considered his feet first before putting the primary job into consideration?
Right.
But I get your point anyway.
I was saying, you don't get my point. don't get my point. I don't want you to get my point.
We don't cause fights.
You don't cause fights.
Now every time you fight legal, what's happening?
He has won 5 Premier League with Man City, and I think it's time for him to move on. Say social company. Yes, back me the empty. If you know, you know. You understand? So he has declined. I think every season from 2020 and 2019, every season he made he had 20 clean sheets, and last season was one of his worst season. He had 12 clean sheets last season. So he has considered last season he considered more goals. He made more errors. And they are just the other guy has come out. That Ortega, what's his name? Has come out to
showcase that okay, he can do what he's doing. So and there's no more age on his side again. How is he started too? So I think he should be going. No, but I wish him well. No, he's a lovable person. No, I don't know. He's not a lovable person. I don't know him very well.
Right, you talk. You still contradict yourself.
All right, guys, moving on. Let's quickly talk about Kevin De Bruyne linking up with Scott McTominay in Napoli.
Yeah,
and
Lukaku.
And what was it called?
Lukaku.
And no, I want to talk about
so they can up Lukaku.
They can calm down. I will give you the
present.
So this the thoughts now. Modrić just signed as well with AC Milan again at 39. Is Real finally, shedding the retirement league label? I mean, or just dressing up with a little midfield sauce? Because I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. Of course, Real is where world class players go to. I mean, we have world class player there, but is it not looking like the new MLS with better expression?
I told you at the I don't know. I think that was maybe episode 15 or 16. I don't know. I can't recall it again. But I said when you go, Serie A is like a slow league, and I think De Bruyne and Modrić are good for they won't press much as it's doing at Man City. He press at Man City, but now you just focus more on his brain. You just like he's going to do everything. So to me, I told you earlier, Serie A is very slow. It's a slow league, and it's good for him. So comparing Serie A to a retirement league, I think I think that's disrespectful.
Are we going to compare Serie A with MLS?
No, not in terms of quality. No, but in terms of how decisions are made, it's looking like that.
Or in terms of how they sign players?
Nah, not entirely though. But in recent times,
what does it mean
the Serie A clubs?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Bar Juve. I think Juve are still very much. I think that in recent years they've been the only team.
Inter played the final twice in the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, sure, of course. What I'm saying is, in recent years, the only team in Serie A that are very much invested in youth has been Juve. If you look at the age bracket, it's still very much better than the other teams. You look at Inter.
Should we say that this is just a normal Serie A tradition? Because I remember a season where we had David Beckham, Ronaldinho.
That was Milan.
In Milan, all of them just moved down to Milan. As if, what's happening? We saw Ambrosini, Seedorf. We have some other players, had to come back to.
Yeah.
So what does it look like when player just? And we've always seen this that when player had the whole prime in other leagues, and they just come down to Serie A to just.
You don't run much in the Serie A. Serie A don't focus more on base. They focus more on the brain and physicality. You can't forget that because they are very much known for that.
I know they are quite known for that, but do Serie A still holds that crazy physicality? Unlike the Serie A we have in the let's say the 204, the 207, the 208, when we had likes of the Mourinho Inter side Serie A.
I think Serie A still have as I said earlier, football has changed. You can't use football of this thing.
Yes,
to compare now. So the football has changed now. It's not much. They don't use much physicality again. Now
it's more tactical.
It's more your smart move. So and bringing De Bruyne and Modrić to them. I think it's a good move for them, and I wish them well. That's it.
Really though, the level of physicality has a bit gone down, just because the emergence of the VR.
Mm-hmm.
So there are some tackles you don't want to make. There are some tackles that referees overlooked back in the days, but now you'll be called to the monitor. So it has a bit toned down, but not entirely. There are sometimes they still let go of some tackles, right?
Mm-hmm.
But comparing it to the MLS now, that's not.
All right, quickly, guys, let's do something outside the four walls of the pitch. Now we're having a talk about I don't know if any of you have seen the Cole Palmer gist. Cole Palmer versus Endrick. It's talking about different fans have come to talk about the place of marriage and maturity. So what happened? What happened was that Cole Palmer, girlfriend proposed. Cole Palmer and his girlfriend, Connie Grace, unfollowed each other on Instagram after Cole Palmer turned down a marriage proposal. I mean, Connie has been forcing, according to reports from Total Football, Connie had been forcing Cole Palmer to have a contractual marriage for over a year now. But Palmer has been reluctant to this, saying he's too young for marriage and want to focus on his career. I mean, and we have a certain Endrick at 18 that just got married. So are we looking at two versions of maturity or two very different football culture clashing? Lekon.
What do you call maturity in football? I want to know what your definition of maturity.
No, I'm talking about the players now. I'm not talking about what.
Because I'm seeing something.
Endrick is 18 and he got married. Yeah. And I mean, Palmer is there just saying no, not interested.
Personally, I don't feel. I think they are both right in their own words, But I just feel like this is an environment now. This is where you go, where you see how they do things in your environment. I think for Endrick, that's how it is done at Brazil. They get married quickly and they settle down and drink. I don't know, but now Palmer, go on for him. I love him, because this Western environment is something else, because you see someone and you want to sit down with them, struck their money and this and all of that. So, but I good on for him. I give him kudos for for standing up for himself, for standing on business and saying, "Oh, I want to focus on my career. I'm not ready to get married. I'm too young."
Of course, we shouldn't be pressing that. But doesn't that look desperate? I mean, for a lady proposing to a guy, come on, what's going on here? What's your POV to this? Palmer just Palmer Gattuso like Mr. Lekon.
You know why
just the summer.
You know why the matter be like that? Yeah. If Palmer was just a common person, a regular person, and they get proposed to him, the discussion or the angle, this discussion won't come from that angle. Like people look like okay, but when a footballer, you looking at it from the angle of if this guy go break up with him or go talk say she want divorce, Palmer don't enter kasala be that. He has split whatever income Palmer gets. So now where the problem they be that. And over there inside marriage, but that thing just reeks of desperation. Why would they propose to him? Now he's supposed to propose to you.
Exactly.
I'm not saying it's bad though. Before not come for me. I'm not talking say it's bad. But the thing be say, it's just the one kind. Because why would they propose to him?
As in, why you watch?
Because at the end of the day, unless
you say Cole Palmer is worthy of mentoring the likes of Endrick.
Toby, unless say the proposal, he come with if we divorce, everybody go with what they get.
England no be China. Now China just do that kind of thing.
So now the thing where they be that.
All right, so many guys have come on board to talk about the fact that the way Fabrizio Romano has started educating ladies about transfer window, wages and salary structure. No young guys that is safe anymore these days. And someone came up to talk about the fact that Palmer is not even using the wisdom of a white man. This is the wisdom of a black man.
Yes.
There's no way Cole Palmer is white.
I said that.
All right, quickly, let's just pick up one more thought from what guys outside how to say about it. Someone goes out to talk about Cole Palmer isn't as stupid as it looks. That chick was really after his property. But come to look at it, it's more look like if you're going to look at from that general POV, it's quite looking like Lekon, you are a man of love.
Yes.
You are a professor.
Call me my name.
You are a legend.
Call me my name.
Why your head is swear?
You are an Agbalagbi emeritus in this.
Agbalagba.
Take your Agbalagba ego eye, shook eye inside this matter. What do you think say Palmer they try augment career focus?
As a professor of law, where I be?
Okay.
Where I hear my talk.
Advisor of marriage.
I see everything. I know about love.
But you know about marriage, you never marry.
That will concern you. See, Papa, wait, Papa do. You say, Papa did like this. I go the pattern for it. Say, what I do it. You don't disgrace us. You mean, man, you don't disgrace man.
You read brotherhood, right?
You understand? So, see, I don't know what this kind of level we be say. All this guy, all the young like this. All this guy, all this kind of level. See, I don't like all this thing. Girls, they go. Go make your own money too. Go and make your own money. Why do you want to?
Why you propose? Why they propose?
Why is it not money?
Why? How would
where you dey rush am? Boy talk say he never dey ready. What be say talk say he never dey ready?
What be Endrick age?
18.
Endrick
no see mentor. To say about Lapo.
He said the guy person like Leko for him life. His life for don spoil.
Shit me.
Leko wey say na him dey. Leko wey say na him dey mentor.
Yeah, so.
Environment me.
He dey laugh on top environment. Nobody you make up your environment.
Alright guys, moving away from that, quickly let's round it up. What is your parting shots? It's episode 27, round it up.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of the best episodes we've done, actually, because it's a bit much more for like we've not done outside the arena in a very long.
You want Kopama me?
You want to drink me?
You want to drink me?
Like
okay, you want to drink me? I Kopama.
Oh shit!
You don't think we don't do outside the arena, like maybe episode 2 or episode 3 or something. You don't think we don't do it. So it's good to be, it's good to do that again. So it's a different kind of feeling. So guys, you can always catch us on all our social media platforms. You know the vibe, you know the drill. Una sabi how we dey do am on X, on IG, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, on our mail, on what's it called? Spotify, Audiomack, Apple Podcast. Everything I just go on. Just type out for there, go bring them.
They come. 20 seconds, let's go.
Everybody told you too much. Apple and that one no concern. I won't talk my thing. You understand?
No verse.
My name is Nalekon, vessel of love. Olayomi, man of many inspiration. I talk calm, I say I know you talk with how they do. If I talk calm, it go happen. I'll be oracle of Mike. If you oracle, they see things. You understand? Oracle of position. You understand? And then this season that they come now, are they happy?
Yes, focus they come.
Because I be businessman.
Investor.
I'm investors. So let's see. Let's next week. By God's grace.
Alright guys, and it's a wrap. This is Football Yarn. My name is Toby. And we'll do this again next time you see the next episode. Now football with the yarn, we know the waiting.
No, they need.